What's up, guys? Welcome to another installment of 5 Minute Tones. Today we are on firmware 11, which has just come out, and we're going to try an AC20 inspired tone for that Class A thing. The Morgan AC20 models are my favorite Vox style amps in the Axe FX3. I think they sound even better than the actual Vox models, which are modeled as the Class A amps. Nevertheless, AC20 12AX7 treble I have gone for. There is a 12AX7 bass and there are equivalent EF86 modes. I would encourage you to try all of them and pick the one that you like the most. And we're going to start with these AC20 IRs that come as factory cabs. I've got a 121 and an SM7 blended, as you can see there. Now, the reason I like this amp model so much is because it just sounds great pretty much straight away. I don't have to touch it. And with this guitar in particular, on the split mode, it sounds like this. And when I flick over to the bridge humbucker there, you can hear it's got this great grit. For me, there are two amps in the Axe FX3 that you can basically just dial up at the stock settings and add a cab block to, and they immediately work for rock music. If you're going for slightly more high gain modern stuff, it's the Atomica High. If you're going for slightly grittier, more of a kind of like breakup low gain thing, it's the AC20. As you can hear, it sounds amazing. And there's only really two things that I would do to this. I would go to the Dynamics tab, set the output comp to the new gain enhancer and set it to about 2. We can have a listen to what that does. It just basically adds more gain and affects the volume control roll off. And then there is the new, for firmware 11, speaker impedance curve that we can choose between. It's gone as a 1x12 AC20 as default, but you can play around with that depending on different user cabs. So another great set of factory cabs are the York Audio Celestion Blue cabs. So these 1x12 Class A, this is what they sound like. Ridiculous, right? I've also got one of the new York Audio matchless cabs in here. This is a mix between an H30 and an M25. And for this, I would go to the amp block and I would select a different speaker impedance curve. You can see there's a bunch of 2x12s. I'm going to go for this Match Chief just because I think it works really well with this particular cab. And we'll try one more cab at the end here. Let's try one of these Fractal far field impulses, and I'll go back to that other AC20, the 1x12, where was it? Somewhere up here, Deluxe. So far field IRs are sort of a different tech. I won't talk about it too much here, but this is going to give you a little bit more of that kind of amplifier in the room kind of sound. Really, really cool. I think my favorite combo are just these factory York Audio cabs though. And you can hear just by swapping between the split and the humbucker modes on this guitar, I've kind of got everything that I want in there. What I would do to polish this off as we get close to this 5-minute mark, I would add a little bit of reverb in there. I'll go with the London plate. I think this one sounds great at stock settings. really, really nice kind of dark reverb to offset the really bright amp that we've got there. If you're into the kind of worship music thing or U2, add the Memory Man delay mode, which is the deluxe mind guy. Set the mix to 50% at the stock settings, and we'll set the tempo to be a dotted eighth note delay, which should sound something like this. And there you go, you've got like a pretty happening voxy kind of tone with a couple of nice options. What I would do with this as well is you could add a treble booster using the amp block preamp boost, set the boost type to treble boost, and crank the boost level up. What I would do though with this is I would back off the tone control on my guitar if this gets too bright. So before we add that treble boost, this is the split coil mode, and I'll just get the tone control in the right spot. And that gets you a little bit more of that kind of, you know, Queen sort of vibe. That doesn't really sound like Brian May because of the guitar I'm playing, because of the fact I'm not Brian May and I don't know how to play any Queen properly. But adding the treble boost definitely gets you that kind of character and flavor in there. Adding the Memory Man definitely gets you that kind of U2 thing. And just being able to tweak stuff from the guitar. You know, a lot of my gigging presets that I've been building are basically just like AC20 at stock settings and Atomica at stock settings, and you just add a boost and a cab and, you know, maybe a delay and a reverb and a wah, and you go and you play some music. And that is part of the beauty of this firmware. As we get more and more firmware updates, I find that it's just easier than ever to dial things in. So there you go. That is the AC20. That's how I would dial it in. I tend to like the sort of brighter tones. If you're more inclined towards less bright tones, try the AC20 12AX7 bass or the EF86 models. And thank you very much to Rafa Diaz for suggesting this video. So thanks for that, man. I finally did it. And to everybody else, thank you so much for watching the video. I'll see you next time.